In light of the arrest of Jose Acosta, also known as El Diego, a cartel boss in Juarez, we thought we would explain how actionable intelligence is passed to a foreign government. Acosta was linked to several attacks in the Juarez area, to include the killing of a U.S. consulate employee, as well as the placement of an improvised explosive device in a vehicle. Because of his focus on targeting U.S. diplomatic personnel, the U.S. government turned our national intelligence assets in that direction to help locate El Diego, and we were able to pass very tactical information to the Mexican government so they can move in and arrest him. The capture of El Diego is just one isolated example of how actionable intelligence is passed from the U.S. government to a foreign government. Now let's look at how that process takes place. Intelligence information is shared with a foreign government in two ways. There is a formal process as well as an informal process. The formal process involves the use of diplomatic notes to a foreign government, direction from Washington to formally notify a foreign government of an issue. It can also involve official meetings between a foreign government in country or in Washington, D.C., where intelligence officials or diplomats are summoned to the State Department and information is formally shared. Typically, formal information is delivered in a written form. The informal channels used can be things as simple as scheduling a coffee with a counterpart in a foreign country. It's pretty much dictated by the degree of relationship you have with that country. It's very tricky and complicated at times to pass intelligence information either formally or informally to a foreign government, primarily because you need to protect your sources and methods or means of collection. In many cases overseas, Foreign Service national investigators are used to pass along intelligence information to the foreign government. These are highly trusted and vetted employees and longtime staff of an embassy that has relationships with the police and intelligence services. The above the Tearline aspect with this video is that at times this can be a very perilous business, meaning lives can be at stake. You have human assets in play. You have other kinds of sources such as listening posts, and you don't want those compromised. You could get people killed. So there's a tremendous amount of discussion behind the scenes as to what should be shared. If you look at the recent case in Mexico with the capture of El Diego, DEA was chosen to be the messenger because of their high degree of coverage on this subject matter. And clearly, the actionable intelligence was so good that it resulted in his capture.